Hello. Good afternoon, people, person. This is such a randomly scheduled live. Mm, just popping on to show my face, say hello, check on everybody. Hey, realist, what's going on, man? How are you? Hi. Hey, atmosphere. How do you do? What kind of face is that? What kind of face is that? Not a smiley. Are you shocked and confused? I'm confused. That might give me a Honda. That's nice. How's everybody doing? I haven't seen you guys in like 20 years. So I figured let me come on and check on my people. I be trying to stay out of these YouTube streets, man. I'm simply over it. There's no more entertainment here. You know what I mean? No more entertainment. So I'll be on YouTube, but I'll be looking at other stuff. Definitely looking at other stuff that can enlighten me, uplift me, um, encourage me, make me laugh. Oh my God. I'm finding a lot of pleasure in just watching shorts these days because these lives be, whew. If I watch something and it becomes physically draining, I don't need to watch it. And it's like, unfortunately, it feels almost like a trap. That's why it's just like, forget it. I just won't really go there because it's like you're stuck in this algorithm, not really on purpose, but just by your preference of viewer, your preference of viewing. Nah, that's the point. I ain't trying to be swallowed. It ain't swallow me up, but everybody else swallow up. When I can go to any given page of people that are, I guess, generated from the same space, and it's the same conversation topic, that's swallowed up, baby. That is swallowed up for real. I'm just over it. But for real, when I say I'm over it, I'm not talking about I'm over YouTube. I am over YouTube. I really am. But when I say I'm over it, I mean I'm over it. Any crap that tries to come against my life, anything that tries to stop me, deny me, strip me of, or anything, I'm over it. Literally, I'm over that. There's nothing anything can do that can deter me, stop me, turn me away from anything. So, yeah, I'm over this bull crap on here. But what are you talking about? Atmosphere? Hey, Gary. How are you? How do you do, my friend? Yeah, I'm over my own life. I'm over my own, destiny through Christ, of course. But whatever your it is, I'm saying be over it. Don't let anything else be over your thing. Whatever it is you're trying to do, striving to do, whatever it is you're believing God for, you be over those things. Only one person comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and unfortunately, a lot of people give way to the enemy to do just that. Before you look up, he stripped you of everything good. God promises all things good. He doesn't promise to take away good things. Anytime your character has been obstructed by bullcrap, it's the devil. And your choice, you know. It's your choice. I feel like, why succumb to the crap of the world when life is much better than arguments amongst adult individuals, some super adults. It's more than finding out the deepest, darkest secrets of another. It's more than dragging their history, their background. I'm at the point where I'm looking like any of us can be exposed at any given moment. You know what I mean? But it's like a highlight here. I don't need to know everything you did in the past. I don't need to know your arrest history. I don't need to know your domestic violence history. I don't need to know your sexual whatever history. I don't need to know all that. But now it's like entertainment. You know what I mean? I feel like we've all done something, and that's not saying in a saying. I'm not saying that in the sense of condoning any ill things that people do or have done. I'm saying in the sense of what happened to mind your own dang on business. It's like, when has the weaponry of choice is just, hey Bolo, the weaponry of choice is just saddening. You know what I mean? We got a lot of stuff going on in the world that will sneak up on us and destroy us at any given moment. But a lot of us are tied up into shenanigans. How much time does it take to come up with an LLC? The amount of time that a lot of people spend bickering and fighting and going low and dirty and dark on YouTube, you can have multiple businesses running and being lucrative and serving a purpose, serving someone that needs help. I don't know if anybody is in touch with reality at this point. The only thing I kept thinking about was the saying when they say, I believe it's in the Bible as well. But basically, it's like if you argue with a fool long enough, you begin to wonder basically who's the fool. At some point, the lines of right and wrong are blurred. The lines of good and bad are blurred. I'm just responding is the term we use. But after you respond 50 million times, all y'all foolish at the end of the day. We'll be like, oh, you on here doing this and you this age. You doing it back and you this age. Shut up, atmosphere. You doing it back and you this age. It's like we justify shining a light on bad behavior with more bad behavior. Doesn't make it good because you're on the more positive side. It's just like no one can let go. You'll see one side say they just can't let go. Neither can you. Well, my perspective is the lines are blurred. That's just the way I perceive it. When I look at things going on, you don't know who's who. That's why I say it's blurred. This person says something awful, and you see this person is probably an awful person. This person you like, maybe have a little love for, but they say awful things too. I don't know the difference. So therefore I just stay away. I'm just a subscriber to most. You know what I mean? What I do, press play and talk when I feel commanded to press play and talk. And I haven't felt that, you know, have not felt that. So I have not been here. Press a break. Hold on. Take myself out. Gary always on point with the commercial breaks. I will say that this though, as a person who had issues in the past, some folk are just defending themselves. But what happened is there's no end game. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying in a nutshell. Like I said, there is a good and a bad side. We know this. But in the effort to defend yourself, after a while, the lines become blurred because to defend yourself, you're doing against that person exactly what they're doing to you. There's no clear, for real, no clear separation. And there is no end game. No one's willing to say, forget it, I'm not talking about this mess anymore. And just let people talk to themselves. You know, if you stop talking, after a while, that person is talking to themselves. After a while, that person probably stopped talking and find something else to talk about. But that ain't happening. That's where the problem comes in. It's like, how often do you have to defend yourself? That's a good question. I defend myself once. What you say after that, I'm not going to keep defending myself. I am who I am. I'm not who you say I am. I'm not what you say I am. But what you heard, excuse my French, what you trying to say, I know who I am. You know what I mean? When we know who we are, what are we defending at the end of the day? What am I defending when someone is speaking words against me? When someone is making accusations against me? Again, the devil is the accuser. I don't fight the devil. God does. I don't for what? I don't have to fight the devil. I really don't. Thought it was just me. thought it was just you, but it's just me. What? It ain't even about being a bigger person, Gary. It's about, I think some of this stuff just becomes fun to people, honestly. And it after a while, it's a habit in a sense. And everybody just keep going. And don't realize you're consumed. You'll hear people say, I got a life outside of here. I'm not on here 24/7. But when you're on here, you still consumed with the stuff. You might not be on here 24/7, but you'll come on for 4 or 5 hours. You might not be on here 24/7, but you still manage to be on 6 panels. Might as well just stay. You might as well just stay. Yeah, exactly, realist. If you stay in a place long enough, you're gonna become exactly what you hate. And unfortunately, I'm starting to see that with some people, And I don't even, like I said, before they know it, before they even realize it, they're gone. I say it on here all the time. When you give the enemy room, it will take over. Demonic spirits do not enter but through legal access. That means we open the door for them. We give them the opportunity. The more you fight against it in that sense, going back and forth and all that stuff, the more you do that, the more open you are. At some point, it's just like, I'm 47. What am I doing? I'm 37. What am I doing? I'm 59. What am I doing? What am I teaching my grandchildren with this? I can't even allow my children to watch my YouTube channel because I'm a straight, I don't know what to call it, but yeah, it's not kid friendly. If I had grandchildren, I wouldn't want my grandkids to see me on social media acting crazy. My chat is behind. I think I'm just reading late atmosphere because I had a couple, well, the phone kept ringing. Ain't nobody ever gonna get the last word. That's why it's like, man. But it's even weird to me. Like here I am, like I'm sick of it. How many people just show up every single day, not realizing they even being swallowed? No, I'm just kidding. They show up every single day. It's like how long is it entertaining? How long is it entertaining? After a while, it's like the soap operas. You ever have seen the soap operas before? Let's say you watch Young and the Restless and you watched it for 12 years, and then all of a sudden you was like, you got a new job or something, maybe you can't watch it. You ain't seen Young and the Restless in like 5 months, but you go back and it's pretty much you can pick up like you never left off. It's just a soap opera. What you give energy to, what you give the most attention to will control you. And I don't think that's the part that people understand. A lot of people think they're under control when they're really being controlled. Because if it wasn't being controlled, you wouldn't press play and all the time and engage. What happens when you don't respond? What happens when you respond? That's the better question. It's just the same cycle. You cannot respond and it continue. You can respond and it continue. Then what do you do? At this time, at this point, it's like sticks and stones. Hell, sticks and stones will break my bones. But words, talk about something else. Let them people talk. That's how I feel about it. If you're talking about me telling lies, saying anything crazy, my response isn't needed. It's fun at first, but like I said, after a while, it's like I'm bored. Let me go and watch somebody skateboard down a stair railing. It's boring. Let me go and watch. Yeah, I'll be watching this lady. Her name is, I think is that's so. I can't think of her name, but she got a YouTube channel, and she be doing stuff like parents getting their kids ready for school. She has these dolls, these baby dolls, and she be like putting Vaseline all on them and hitting the head all hard with the brush and putting a whole bunch of hair glue, putting weave in their hair. Why is that so interesting to me right now? Over, it's so interesting. So like I said, when I say I'm over it, yeah, I'm over the whole, like I am just like over all the arguments. It's the same argument, different day, different year, different month. But in truth of the matter is I'm over anything that comes against me, anything that tries to stop me. I'm over that. I have the power. I have the control to do the things that I need to have done, to obtain the things that I need to obtain. There's nothing a person can say or do that can stop me. There's nothing out here in this world that can come against me that can stop me. Only thing that can stop me is me. That's why I say I'm over it. I'm my own supervisor. I'm my own boss of my own life, my own destiny. It's written who I was before I was in my mother's womb. So if it's already written, my job is to live it out, see it come to pass. And who's over that? Me. Shira. Okay, so if okay, words can give life even if it's artificially implanted into the atmosphere. If someone's saying something about you and you ain't hearing them, ain't paying attention to them, and not, how does it how does it give life to anything in your life? I am 6'4". No, I'm 5'2". Okay. Yes, words. I feel like words have more power when spoken out of my mouth. What someone says against me, I say to it, no weapon formed against me shall be able to prosper. If someone come to you against you in any kind of way, you would rebuke that thing. So if something coming to you through the grapevine, you're supposed to kill the dog to carry it. Have you ever wondered why a person, if they know something is going to affect you in a negative way, why that person even brings it to your attention? Why they carry it to you? So they're no better than the person saying it. Yeah, I mean, like to each his own. Some people like to do that. These are my thoughts, my feelings, my observations. The way I see it is just like it's embarrassing sometimes too because it's like we already have enough of the world looking at us as a black people, as a culture in a certain light. And it's almost like we prove it. We'll be like, oh, it ain't like that. We ain't we be proving the stereotypes every day. Most of the I be like, I feel like most of the stereotypes. I don't say everyone, but a lot of them, I think, come from us. We'll be like, I'm a thug, and then when they call us thugs, we mad. Oh, she a thought. Then when somebody outside of our culture calls us a thought, we mad. We create, we create the language sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. and then get mad when it's used against us. But it's like on one hand we'll be saying we need to stick together as black people, but then on the other hand we rip each other to shreds. It's like, well, how do we come together? You know what, real is at this point you got to take gender out of it. Like these old ass people is crazy, and I'm not. And it ain't about the 60-year-olds. I mean, period. If you're over 30 and you're acting like this, something you just as bad as the 60-year-old. Honestly, you don't get to say at 50 you're 60 years old and you acting like this. Your behavior. You might as well be 60 also. But like I said, it's to each his own. Like I guess everybody's point of being tired comes when it comes. Or, at this point, it's looking like who's going to get hurt. You know what I mean? Does it matter when men act like women and women act like men? Why does it matter? You got women on here be harder than the men, and you got men on here that be just as sickening as the women. They all emotional. Everybody's emotional. People don't understand. Emotional isn't just crying. Emotional is laughter. It's crying. It's anger. Those are all emotions. Did you not think that? That's the thing. They box women in as being emotional because what we're supposed to be so sensitive. We cry. We also get mad. That's an emotion. We also laugh a lot. That's emotional. But so do men. But then, like I said, you got women out here that, I mean, they hold their nutsack better than these men. If it works and women nurtures correctly. But you know what? It's almost like F your nurture. Nurturing. If I gotta come emotionally balance you out, then I mean, come on. What happens when you're a woman who gets a man that's more emotional than you? It's just no win in the situation. That's why it's better to be as whole as possible. I don't think nobody will ever be 100% whole. But when you're your most complete self, your most secure self, then when you come together with somebody who is the same, that balances you out. Because I can be a great nurturer and you can be so emotional, whatever, and that balance you out. But then there's always gonna be that something else. I'm kind of lost too, atmosphere, but it's just like you hear it's like you get it because you hear the exact same things all the time. Yeah. No woman, it's like nowadays women don't want to be the weaker vessel. They want to stick their chest out. They want to be big and bad. They want to be hard. I'm naturally soft and I'm going to remain that way. I'm not going to be out here acting like I can beat some dude up. Some women can beat up dudes, but I'm not about to take the chance to find out if I'm about to get knocked on my back. I don't know. It's much more, it's better being who you're supposed to be naturally. We're supposed to be softer. We're supposed to be the weaker vessel, and that's not in strength. That's just the way God made us. We're delicate. You know what I mean? We're designed to be delicate. That's why when we're dealing with people and to connect in a sexual manner, you know how they say you take on, those things of a person's soul ties or whatnot. It's easier for a woman to take on those things because we are more delicate in our areas. We are more prone to be susceptible to things coming into us versus a man. That's part of the reason why men can do things and not give a darn and we can't, because we are receivers. We take on more when we connect with certain things, which I believe takes us out of our feminine nature. We walk around acting like lumberjacks. I don't know why that's the only thing that can come to mind, but y'all know what I mean. Acting hard. Just hard. Like, I don't want to be that way. I want to be soft. I want to be, in a sense, it's like we make being a, now I don't mean the damsel in distress in a sense of being lazy and just helpless, hopeless. But that's an example. I want to be the damsel in distress. I want to be the one who needs you to help me when my tire goes flat. I want you to be the one that helps me take the dang on top off the pickle jar. Honey, can you help me? I don't want to be the big bad one. I want to be delicate. You know what I mean? I don't want to cuss hard all the time. I don't want to, and the reason why women cuss so hard is because we are delicate. We taking ourselves out of our natural makeup to fight men. Of course, you got to say it loud. So, of course, you got to be more harsh with it. You know why I know that? Because when I used to work in the shop and the dude in there was messing with me, I would always ignore him. But then, whenever I would just be tired of it and I give up, because I am a smaller woman, I'm 5'2", I'm short in stature. I'm not, I mean, my hands are very small. I ain't scared of nobody, but when I'm going up against a man, I feel the need to say it loud, hard, rough. I feel the need to say the hardest cuss words because that's the only way I can really fight in my mind. So I'm not going to be able to fight a man saying, please leave me alone. I'm going to feel like, you going to get the kids? Huh? I said, you going to get the kids? Okay. I'm not that old. I'm not that old to be calling me ma'am. What? Okay, bye. Just say you have a headache. Yeah, I felt I had to bark loud because I was a poodle. No, I'm just kidding. But y'all get what I'm saying? I would say it with my chest is what I thought I was doing, but really I was just being loud and probably about to get knocked out. But I felt like I was defending myself. Carrie. I felt like I was defending myself. And it would be crazy because everybody would look around like, oh my mother, oh, dude could easily just came up and popped me in my eye. It'd have been over. We're supposed to be protected. You'll hear a lot of women on here saying men don't protect women, but we are out of order. A lot of these women on here don't look like they need no protecting. My chest, you mean my breast is for nourishment? Not these old chili peppers, not no more. No, I'm just kidding. Let me complain. Oh, chili peppers. I understand what you're saying. I don't know, Gary. It's just the harmony is off in the world. You know what I mean? The harmony is off. There's no unity, as we'll say. I've been hearing that for years, even in the hair industry. Oh, there's no unity in the hair industry. It ain't gonna be stupid. It's atmosphere. It's not gonna be any unity. I don't think we want it. I don't think we want it. You know what I mean? If you wanted to be unified, you'd stop fighting about absolutely nothing. Like, think about it. When we were like in the fifth grade, what you say about my mama? It's just a little more harsh now, but it's the gist of it is the same thing. Nah, he talked about my mama. He talked about my daddy. She said this about my so and so. What I'm noticing is a lot of people that get upset about people that say things about like parents and things, they're starting to do it. That's why I say if you stay in a place long enough, you will change. If you stay in a place long enough, you can't tell who's who anymore. Harmony isn't there, and that's my doubt. I think that when we're not in tune with ourselves and when we're not focused on our own journey, when we're not trying to achieve our own goals, then we fall into traps. And they're there purposely. The enemy puts things in your way to stop you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. Or you'll look up 4 years from now and be like, man, why didn't I ever do that? Oh, I was on YouTube arguing. I was on YouTube going back and forth with Kwame Brown. While he out here rich, everybody else poor as hell, arguing. Make it make sense. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, atmosphere. I don't have parents anymore. If someone said something about my parents are dead, I mean, it's like the first time it might make me mad, but the 62nd time, it's like, yeah, they are. I'm gonna fight you because you talked about my daddy. You still said it, and I still don't like you. It's like you pick your battles. A lot of people that are saying the most heinous things about people's parents still have parents. But let that day come when they ain't there or when they gotta go. It'll hit different. They'll think about the times they talked about someone's parent being deceased. They'll think about it. Because when it's yours, it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different cup of tea. I was just talking about this yesterday. I said I still have those moments where I say I can't believe my parents are gone. You know what I mean? It's something that you never get used to. So to be able to come out of your black heart and say something about anyone's deceased relative, parent, child, whatever, until it happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Now that I believe when you put stuff in the atmosphere, you never know what you are bringing into action. Because just like just like God hears what we say, so does the devil. Now, what happens when the words you're saying puts an attack out on your family, your children, your parents? We like to say karma, karma, karma. Do you really think you can go around talking about dead people and saying the most messed up things about people and nothing's gonna come back on you? Whether it's from God or Satan, it'll come back on you. Playing with the police, you a snitch, nigga. Who gets mad and call the police? Oh, police. There's a lady on YouTube. There's a man on YouTube that said, "Hey, Calvin. Hey, Calvin. I mean, what do you say to the police when you call them on somebody on YouTube? Hey, officer, I was calling because I was on YouTube and this person said your mama. What does the lawsuit look like? Well, I had beef with them on YouTube, and now I just want to bring them to court because so I can waste your time, Your Honor. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm telling y'all, I think I told y'all before. These judges, they don't like when you come in their courtroom off no social media stuff. I done seen it in the R. Kelly sector. Them people over there just as crazy as over here. Uh, supporter going at supporters, or non-supporters going at whatever the case may be. There's people that have taken each other to court, and I literally heard the case, like the in the court on the video, on the audio rather, and the judge, she went off on both of them. She told the dude, "You think you're some kind of uh attorney? You think you're smart? Blah blah blah." Told the lady, "If you can't handle it, stay off YouTube." There's so much stuff going on out here. We're trying to deal with real crimes. Basically, you come back in my courtroom, it's gonna be hell to pay. They don't like that stuff. And some people are repeat offenders. Eventually, it's gonna catch up with you. And I'm not saying, and really, we know there are cases. There's some stuff that I look at here. I'm like, psh, ain't no way I'll be arguing back. I'll be building a whatever, a case. For YouTube? Really? I don't know. But what once was promising on here has just really turned into a whole shit show, honestly. Like, you have to listen hard to hear the same little gems you was hearing. Or you were subjected to listening to a whole bunch of. I just rather stay away. I just come on here and talk to y'all. Goodbye. Six. And be good. Dang. Well, you got stitches. No, I'm just kidding. But like snitches get stitches. It's so much stuff. And the thing about it is we really don't know each other on here. A lot of people will go digging and digging, and then when you find some stuff that's really, really messed up, don't nobody want to face it. Like it's just a perfect example of how you could be, like, say you meet somebody on social media and y'all doing good, hitting it off, but you don't know nothing about that person's personal life for real, for real. Then all of a sudden you find out they have a dark history of assault or something. SA. You was cool as heck with this person, but then they come out to be a whole monster dirtbag or something. We don't know each other like that. And I don't think a lot of people have discernment, because if they did, they would see some things coming from a mile away. My discernment says stay your butt away from all that. And that's what I do. Wow. That's why don't nobody know where I live at. I still live in South Carolina. I don't know. It's hard to watch soon. It's just like I still watch the same couple of people that I watch, but I used to like coming on YouTube, especially when there wasn't nothing to do. Oh, let me see who live. Now it's just like, yeah, I'd rather watch a movie or a movie watch me. I'm so bad at watching movies. I've been trying to watch this one movie for like 3 days, and I never make it past the first 10 minutes. I'm never watching it. That's another thing. People don't realize doxing ain't illegal. Long as somebody don't put your social security number or your your credit card number out, it's not illegal because a lot of this stuff is public information. Yep. And I learned that when they was this lady was trying to sue that guy Darius Cooks, or what is it, Darius? I know I'm talking about that black guy that cooked. And he like known to be scamming people allegedly. And he had doxed the mess out this lady, and on the news she had went on the news and everything. It was like, unfortunately, doxing isn't illegal. Only if they gave out your credit card or your social security number. Because most of the stuff that comes from doxing is public information. Yep. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of people wake up one day and be like, well, where did my life go? Why am my face wrinkled like this? Why are my eyes puffy and droopy? Why have I gained all this weight? Why have I lost all this weight? Because you didn't take advantage of all of God's promises for your life. You wasted them on bullcrap. Yeah, I got new glasses coming. I'm so excited. Since eyesight has changed, I need a little more than a reading glasses. So yeah, I got that together. I think I told you I got a cortisone shot in the knee. I got that together. What's next? I'm trying to take advantage of all my benefits. I need to look into this thing. I just heard today or yesterday that Amazon has a program where you can get a grant to start a business. The guy I was working with said he had like $5,200. I'm like, okay. And I think it's based on the time you're there. So I'm like gonna look into it and see exactly how it goes, because I'm like, man, let me stick around and see what I can gain from this place first of all. Mhm. Yeah, I just really wanted to come on and say hey to you guys, do a pulse check, make sure everyone is okay. You know what I mean? I'll be saying I'm coming back the next day and then it'd be like 3 weeks. I know. Man, y'all, I'll be so busy. I'll be at work 4 days a week, 10 hours a day. Then I'll be picking up extra shifts. So if I ain't there, I'm asleep. If I'm not there, I'm asleep. And I'm just now starting to really pop out and like do extra things, like have a little bit of a life. Even if it's just go to lunch at Applebee's. Or right now we on dollar margaritas at Applebee's all month of May. That's all good. Just having fun. Yep. But what I do know, also I wanted to come on here. Um, Diane, y'all know she's in Houston, and she was affected by the storms, and she didn't ask, but I just wanted to, let everybody know she's good and everything. They've been having some issues with their power and being kind of displaced from home and everything, but she's safe. Minimal damage, whereas people right around her had heavy damage. It was like, look at God moment, like truly spared from just feet away. So I was just wanting to keep her in prayer, and I want to put her Cash App in so we can bless her. I don't want to invite nobody. Yeah, so we can send her a little blessing, even if it's just to brighten up her day. Um, Something to eat for the week. Not saying she's out of it like that, but we love Diane over here, and I wanted to see if we can start a little something, something. Everybody do their challenges. I'm gonna do a $20 challenge, but of course, anything y'all can give, I'm surely she'll be grateful and surprised nonetheless. Yeah, I didn't know it was that bad that it was like actually a tornado because when she was telling me about it, I'm like, wait, it was a tornado? She was like, yes. I'm like, oh my goodness. And it was a thing where thought everything was okay, but then it went back off. And so she just been a little here and there. So I think that we could brighten her day if you can. That's the cash app right there. Just you never know. You know what I'm saying? While some people out here fighting and arguing, some people are going through things that they never expected, was not prepared for. You know, to be able to look out your door and say, "Man, I was spared," is a blessing in itself. I know I, for one, am glad she's good, but yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Life is short. That could have gone another way easily, easily. So I don't have time to worry about anything but the business that pays me. I want everything that I'm supposed to have, and if I can redeem some of the stuff I screwed up over in the years past, I'd like to get that back too. I really would. Yes, I would. I need to do that over. What? And I can't tell if that's music or a flat tire. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still here. I want to do it that way. There we go. I've been having to figure out how to do stuff on this phone. I got a new phone. Yes, I've been going through how to get a new phone, all that good stuff. New glasses. Gotta get a new car. All praise to God. It will be done. Like I said, I'm glad to see everyone is, I'm gonna assume, doing well. Um, I would try not to stay away too long, but like I said, I just don't be, man, work really helped me get away from all this stuff because it's easy to be a partaker of all the negativity that goes on. Really easy because it's like when you're home chilling, ain't nothing to do, boom, automatically you online listening. Before you know it, sometimes you're laughing and all that stuff. But I'm looking back like this mess really ain't that funny anymore. Yeah, there's some funny moments, but it's gone from hilarious to sad. I don't want to be sad, so therefore, I just work and enjoy my life. You know what I mean? I enjoy my life. Whether it's just sleeping all day or not, I enjoy that too. It's on. What is L? What is ELL? Atmosphere. That's what I need to know. Money sign crop queen 713. Is that what you're asking about? Diane's thing? I think it's like that. It's the capital C and capital Q. I do know that. Yeah, man. What is ELL though? Was you trying to put cash at? I'm confused. Help me understand. I can't believe I'm sitting on this camera looking crazy. Looking 6'3", as somebody said. Who said that? Atmosphere? I'm big in here. I have started to lose weight. I figured it out. When my knee was sore, I was walking through Amazon like a 79-year-old crippled. Now that I'm not in pain, I'm actually active. I'm actually moving. And come on, summer body. No, I'm just kidding. But it was crazy, man. Like I really wasn't very active. I was just moving through there super slow. Ain't burning no calories. I wonder how you getting fatter and you be walking like this all day at work. Like from the front door to where I work is probably a mile. That's crazy. Real crazy. Yeah, man. I guess I'm gonna keep saying, yeah, man. I just wanted to come on here again and talk to y'all because I miss y'all and just, talk about how I feel. It's not no one in particular. It's just overall. You know what I mean? Not, I don't got no issues with people. I just want to see all people do better, no matter who you are. Why not? You know what I mean? It's bad enough we got other people coming against us in a negative way than to be against each other. Than be against each other. We as black people, we possess some abilities like no other. We have gifts that surpass a lot of people in the world. And it's unfortunate that we don't use it to our fullest. You know what I mean? Like the amount of energy that goes into the drama that we see on here on a daily basis, that same energy can create wealth for your children and your children's children. It can create your legacy. Your legacy should not include I was in a beef for 3, 4 years on YouTube. What benefit does that reap at the end of the day? What does it say about you at the end of the day? If you were to leave tomorrow, you'd be mad because you wasted a lot of time. We have the ability to do anything that we want. We have the ability to create. We have the ability to generate. We know that because we spend billions on foolishness. Like, we can be doing so much better out here in the world. We always be the first to say, "Oh, where's Diddy? Where's Jay-Z?" Man, them people screwed up. We don't want nothing from them. We create we hold everything that we need for each other if we would come to that realization. I think the world would be a better place. Only way we fix the things that are going on in our community is to fix ourselves first. If our community is stronger, then outside forces can't come in and destroy us. But if we're at odds all the time, it's easy for outside forces to come in and tear down everything before we even realize we can build it. We have this too many chiefs and not enough Indian centrals. Nobody wants to be a part of. Everybody wants to be the leader of. Hey, young realist. Everybody wants to be the creator, the originator. Everybody wants to be the one who, it was my idea. How about you had an idea, I added to your idea, she added to the idea, realist added, atmosphere added. Now we have a grand idea that would generate wealth for our people versus just fighting every day. Why is this thing saying hi? Can y'all see the comments? I was saying hi comments, but I didn't have no comments. Uh-oh, everybody's home. Nah, we could be doing big things right now. We could be providing loans that our people need. Some of us are different levels, have different, income levels, different resources. We could be providing our community with things it needs versus looking for these demon possessed celebrities to do it. They don't care. They don't care. We should be seeing that right now. This man wholeheartedly stumped a woman out. And all I keep saying is that's only one instance we get to see. Can y'all imagine what went on a regular basis or at the house? Can y'all imagine? Ain't no way in the world. And I know that girl ain't got no big brothers or daddy or something or something. I don't know. Ain't no way in the world. But do the punk. Hi. Hi. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be in there in a minute. I'm not going nowhere. No, I'm off work. See you later. Okay. You going to clean up your room? Someone I'm fine. Is that a low key way of saying no? So you going to clean up your room? I'm fine. Yeah, man. It started with us. That's all I know. If I can't get a whole bunch of people on board with me, I don't think I can do is worry about myself. When you're putting your dirt out there, we tell people sweep around your own front door, don't we? Well, that's part of sweeping your own front door, making sure your house is in order. If your house is in order, and the person next to your house is in order, and the next to you, next to you, next, your whole street be in order. When your street in order, you can go over a few blocks into the neighborhood. When your neighborhood is in order, then you can trickle down into the community. But no one wants to start with self. If we start with self, we can start to make change. But until then, it's gonna be the same vicious cycle. Everybody trying to one up each other and get the hardest roast, or tell the deepest secret, or pull the longest rap sheet, try to get the best court case. It's weird. That's all I know. All this shit's weird. Weird. And I'm mad I'm trapped because I can't. Yeah, I've been trying all this year to try to, like I said, not get out of, because I like people over here, but to try to get into a different sector. I promise you, the person that been successful at that is the craziest a bag of rocks. But even though she's still doing drama, she was able to tap into another scene. So I don't know. I guess I'll just start going into other different types of pages and subscribing and communicating and stuff, and try to see what happens. But find some more like-minded individuals, or some interesting stuff. Still working on the hair thing, so y'all know that's always. Oh, what happened to the that must have been what that is. I took it down accidentally. But yeah, everything's still in process. I'm still moving. I'm still here. I'm good. I'm healthy, except for my eyesight change. But that's what happens when you get a little seasoned. Start growing up. You start growing up and your eyesight start changing. Just like your bones and everything else. But I'm so blessed to be here, you know what I mean? I was telling somebody at work, I said, I'm 51, but you got some 25-year-olds out here living and acting and feeling like they've been here 65 years and looking like it. So I'm thankful to God that the worst is some gray hairs up here. I like my little grays. Give me the wisdom. Give me the wisdom. It's all good. It's all good. But again, like I said, y'all, Diane has gone through the storm. And I was telling her, I said, well, Diane, I said, since you see that you were blessed, your house wasn't destroyed as it could have been, what did God show you in the darkness? You know what I mean? With the power being out, what is God showing you in the darkness? And immediately I was thinking, like, how we used to talk about when you go through the storm. Sometimes you're stuck in that storm right there in that space while God is clearing the way before you, so that, it won't be. He's preparing the way in front of you. He's getting some things stabilized and anchored down. So after the storm, when it comes through, it's not destroyed. It's not gone. Your blessing is there. And I was just like, man, if you can find any light within that darkness, you're good. Although the lights are off, you're still able to give God glory. You're good. And the thing we realize is darkness just doesn't win. It doesn't last forever. Even when nighttime comes, it gets light again. Darkness does not win. So if you choose to be dark, know that you're not going to win. Light always pushes out darkness, no matter what. When you see the sun come up every day, darkness lost. There's no win in it. So if I had anything to encourage people about today is know that you're bigger than any fight that you can possibly think that you need to be in. That only the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So in spite of what someone may say about you, think about you, or try to create against you, there's not one weapon that is formed that will prosper. So you can either choose to live and grow with all that chaos going on outside of it, or you can live in it and stay stagnant and be in the chaos. I choose to grow outside of it. Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be darkness. I'm not saying the world is going to be absent of it, but if you choose to be a light, what can darkness do? If you're dark, I'm not gonna go be dark. Oh well, atmosphere dark, so I might as well be dark too. Hell no. And right now, there's no balance because there's absolutely more darkness than light right now. But they always say it gets worse before it gets better. I just hope that getting worse doesn't involve someone getting hurt because we got people pulling up. We got people. You know how many people in this world is just freaking scary? Forget being hard. You will get hurt by a scared person probably before you will a big Billy badass. I'm sure you are crazy. Mm, not really. Yeah, I'm dark skinned too. Let Charleston people tell it I'm yellow. I ain't yellow, I'm brown. Brown skin is in. All skin is in. But I really hope that someday everybody that's in a altercation on YouTube comes to some terms with there's no winner and just start showing us what you really possess. Cause you're not gonna tell me all these people are not talented in their own right. There's no way anybody should be losing their monetization because of bullcrap. That's the revenue, man. Come on, black people and some lighter skinned people. We gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. I am not no culture vulture. I'm not dark. I'm just who I am. It's this pecan. I don't know. It's brown to me, but they swear it's yellow. I don't think I'm light skinned. I just think I'm brown, but dark skinned people think I'm light skinned. Go figure. So I guess people lighter than me is white. Beige. We all pretty. We all pretty. All shades of pretty. Indeed. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this and go tend to the gang and see what's happening and probably end up sleep before it's all said and done because I ain't had no sleep today after work really. I think I slept maybe 3 hours. But I miss y'all. And I hope everybody continues to have a great day today. That God showed you something you didn't see before. Or maybe you've seen it before. He just shows you it in a different light, give you a greater understanding of it and how to utilize it to benefit yourself as well as others. And I hope that somewhere somebody gets the revelation, somebody that's involved in a lot of chaos and back and forth. I hope that you guys gain a revelation that you're better than that. I don't care who you are. You're better than that. I don't care how bad the things are you've said, how snaky the things you've done. You're better than that at the end of the day. And those that aren't, you're just gonna be, Bible tells us to shake the dust off. You're never gonna get that person to apologize. You're never gonna get that person to change their mind, agree, or say something nice. Just keep going, man. Break the cycle. We got enough cycles we deal with. Anywho, there is Diane's Cash App, money sign Crop Queen 713. We are blessing her just with a we're glad you're safe. Hope you're well. Keep your head up. Be glad when everything's back to normal for you. Get yourself something to eat for the next couple of days. All that good stuff. So, with that being said, yeah, hope I said something today that did encourage you or resonated with you. Sharing is caring. That's why I want us to bless Diane and share a little. Myself, I am going to do a $20 seed, match me or whatever you can do. $1, we'll be grateful. Well, she'll be grateful. I'm glad she didn't come on here, so it would be a surprise if she just randomly just like, what is this money coming from? I would have did it still if she was on here. She's not expecting or even suspicious of any of this. It just was on my heart, and I really wanted to just show some love because it could be any of us at any given time. We don't control nature, no siree, but we are definitely glad she's okay. So once again, if you want to, bless me. No, I was kidding. You're more than welcome to hit my cash app, money sign her meekness. But of course, as always, that's not most important over here. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I would try to come more, but if not, I will see y'all when I see y'all. But no, I am all good. And Gary, thank you so much for always checking up on me. I appreciate you so more than you know. More than you know. It's the little things, honey. It's the little things. I appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Bye.